sisters, do you have an addiction to your vape, or a screen time over 10 hours, or demons that you fight on a daily basis and lose to? Well, I did. And then I packed up and moved to a nun monastery in rural Italy. And even though I recognize that I'm the living stereotype of men doing anything but therapy, I used to be Catholic, and I'd like to see if Jesus will give me a miracle, or if I'll burst into flames the second I step into a church. I don't know the rest of the words. I don't know the lyrics. So, how did I get here? First, just casually become pen pals with a nun named Sister Sue until she asks you to come join her in her monastery in Assisi. And when you don't know where that is on a map, Google it and find out that it's in Italy. And then book the next flight to Italy, specifically one that leaves in the next 5 hours because you're feeling particularly manic. And before you go to the airport, go buy a nun outfit from Spirit Halloween because they have a 20% off store-wide promotion, and then realize once you get there that there's only slutty nun costumes, but buy one anyways because maybe you can make it not slutty. But then get home and try it on and realize there's actually no physical way to make it not slutty, and you can also feel the breeze of the wind on your balls. So go all the way back to Spirit Halloween even though your flight is taking off in 4 hours now, and realize that your dumbass didn't check the other side of the rack where they have non-slutty nun outfits next to horrendous displays of unchecked capitalism like the Chipotle fork and napkin costumes. Anyways, buy the normal one, but not before going up to a bendy silly mirror to take a silly picture only to get jump scared by a jumping spider animatronic, and then get your ass in an Uber on your flight to the Holy Land and narrowly catch your flight to Rome, Italy, where you forgot to download any shows. So just raw dog that 10-hour flight until you touch down in Italy and go through customs. And when the customs agent asks, hey, why did you come to Italy? Just say, so I'm staying in like a nun convent for like nuns, or like with nuns. And then get your bag and get another Uber to the train station and see your first nun in person live. Anyways, taking the sights of Rome, like the Colosseum, and this bike with a Confederate flag on it, even though you were 1,000 miles away from where the Confederacy took place. Then once you get to the station, go ahead and take your first piss in 20 hours. Oh, just kidding. You have to Apple Pay €1 to use the bathroom, but your card declines because you can call your bank that you're going to Rome ahead of time. So go ahead and try and break a €20 bill in the change machine that only takes 10s and 5s. And then, just feel a little bit of pee coming out because you actually physically can't hold it anymore. But once you buy some candy and get some change and go pee, post-piss, go to Italian Five Guys to get some fries, until you realize that there's a loose cicada terrorizing the employees, causing them to disrobe their uniform to attack the bug so it doesn't fall into the deep fryer. So actually just fucking starve on your 4-hour train to the most beautiful place you'll maybe ever see. And when you get off, just follow the first nun you see onto the most crowded bus in the history of buses history. And then after you realize you've lost said nun on the bus, just wander around until you find the convent. Give them a ring on the buzzer until they let you in, and then say, hi, this is Benjamin.
Thank you, welcome.
Thank you. Good evening. Hello.
Sister Sue, your room is room number 6 on the first floor here, okay? There's a small map here, and then there is this chapel. You're most welcome. ID, okay?
Gotcha. Is that 12 zeros?
That's 10 zeros.
10 zeros.
So what will come up on settings is our name, atonement, okay?
Gotcha.
The water is safe to drink,
Okay.
as in much of Italy. Breakfast in the morning is 7:30 till 8:30, and the dining room is on ground level.
Perfect.
Take your time to settle in, okay?
All right. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees.
After a full 24 hours of traveling and peeing exactly once. Well, now I'm a nun, I guess. Psych. Want to know what really makes a nun? Nuns have to take 3 oaths. An oath of abstinence, an oath of obedience, and an oath of poverty. And as I stand here next to the Pope and an Easter Island head for some reason, I'm hereby gonna take my oath of abstinence. The only thing allowed to come inside of a nun is the Holy Spirit. I hereby, I hereby oath. I oath it up that I will be abstinent, that I will be freaking on nobody, no one for the next 48 hours. I can guarantee that. Next up, I gotta do the oath of poverty, and I used up pretty much all my money to get here. I'm down to €6, but behind me is a holy fountain. Anytime I have disposable income, I'll be putting that shit in Fortnite. I'll be putting that in Fortnite, but look how selfless I'm about to be. Cleansing the spirit. And honestly, I was loving the poverty vibes. I was feeling so good, I threw my debit card into the bushes. And then I quickly remembered that I've lost my debit card 4 times this calendar year, and they won't give me a new one. So I went into the bushes and looked for the debit card. And so we're not fully poverty, but we're gonna pretend I took the oath properly. And I also took out €100 because I wanted to eat good Italian food while I was in Italy. And for the third and final oath, all nuns gotta take an oath of obedience. To who? To what? Let me tell you.
Daily routine, rising and settling, the 2 hinges of the day, and then daily Eucharist. We begin our morning with prayer, our day with prayer, and conclude the day with prayer. Then other prayers are spontaneous or according to the individual.
Nuns have to pray 4 times a day. I'm not talking a quick little like doot, 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 doot situation. They gotta pray the rosary. If you're not a Catholic, if you have no idea what this is, we have to pray this in school. On each bead here, you have to say an entire prayer. That's like an hour. So we're gonna do that 4 times. And if you're wondering how that's possible, you have to wake up at 4 a.m. every day. Really late for breakfast. They started already. They had assigned seating at breakfast, and I was assigned to sit next to these 2 priests from England.
I like the t-shirt.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of text on it. What do you folks have on the go for today? Now, one of the things that nuns do, and all like spiritual religious people, is a pilgrimage. And there was a pilgrimage you could do in Assisi where you climb this mountain that Saint Francis went up to.
It's worth visiting. You be able to run up the mountain.
Watch this transition. I got into my outfit and went to the base of the mountain and brought my rosary to do some prayers along the way, obviously. Unfortunately, I don't remember how to pray this thing, so this is embarrassing, but...
Okay, so today's video, I'm going to share with you how to pray the rosary and share with you what to do thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy...
I'm not kidding, the second she said fruit, my eyes fixated on a blackberry right there. Just on the ground. No. Nah. Jesus? You let me know if that was you. You let me know. I truly don't know how like real monks and nuns do this. I passed a few and they weren't even breaking a sweat. Meanwhile, I was about to cough up a kidney and my spirit was wavering. And I didn't bring any water so I could feel the root beer piss that I was brewing in my bladder. And speaking of waste, why was one of the most holy sites covered in just metric tons of horse poop? Like, what was that about? But eventually I made it to the very top. Alright, pray for his sinners. Be thy name. One rosary done, baby. We think I have what it takes to be a nun yet? No. But do I feel myself maybe getting like a little bit holier? Maybe. Do I feel myself getting holier? No. I do feel like I maybe have heat stroke though. I honestly didn't even record anything. Going down, I was just focused on survival. And when I got back to the convent, I just collapsed in bed. By day 3, I can't lie, I was starting to struggle.
I was gonna sleep in, but they're blasting opera music. It's so early.
My only solace was the sisters and my priest friends who would keep me up to date on like the news and the world and like the new Trump assassination attempt.
On the news this morning, there's been another assassination attempt on him.
Really?
Yeah, on his golf course.
Wow.
They got him away very quickly, didn't they?
Yeah. And they even had a meme to show me. praying was doing nothing, and I was praying for like 60% of the day, and I know that praying in a Party City nun outfit probably negates any prayers that I'm making, but like make a leaf move or something, Jesus. It's getting a little old, to be honest. Is that a problem to say? I don't know. I wish we could like switch it up and like make like a new prayer to make. It's 7 a.m. Sunday. It's 95 degrees. I don't want no Satan, and no Satan don't want me. Okay, we can stick to the OGs. I'm finding it really funny how as soon, the literal second that I take the nun oath of poverty, they bring the gritty emote back to the Fortnite store. Lord, I pray you take these temptations away from me. I pray you show me that I don't need the gritty, and take away all FOMO for not buying it when it was in the store before I became a nun.
Good evening. Pretty good. How's your night been?
I was missing the comforts of North America as I laid in bed eating a bag of hot Cheetos. I even started playing with a Ouija board to like talk to someone, like anyone. I'm sure there's spirits in there. They didn't even want to talk to me.
I think my time here has about reached what I can handle.
So I packed my bags, checked out, and said goodbye to my good friends in the monastery.
Good luck with your travels.
Keep safe.
I believe it's time for me to check out.
Okay, so we're going to look at, I'll give you a receipt, very important when you're traveling. I'm happy for you. Have a seat.
What's your favorite part about being a nun?
Favorite part about being a sister is the rhythm of the life, but every life calling has a rhythm, is to find it and feel comfortable in it. And also the element of surprise, because there's free moments in the course of the day when our God can come in disguise of a poor person, or somebody in need, or just somebody sharing their story like you. That gives me joy and hope.
That's good to hear.
Interesting, eh?
Yeah. Wow.
And it means completion, fullness.
Wow, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Prego.
Ciao.
I can't lie. I didn't go into this expecting some grand change in myself, but I kind of got one. I still am not sold on Jesus. I still think that when you die, you become dirt. But seeing how these sisters live their lives and how happy they are and how like fulfilled they look, like you look into their eyes and you can tell that they're fulfilled, which I feel like is a feeling that no one really feels. You don't feel fulfilled in our modern age. So like, stop looking up there. So although I think I'm still locked in atheist, I've learned a lot from these sweet, sweet sisters and the kindness that they have shown me. And also I think this might be the most beautiful place I've ever seen in my life. And now I'm going back to America. Yeah.
Like this.